Seconds away on Studio 5.
The 12 of you will be the first ones to fight back. Every step we take is going to be on a minefield from 100 different wars.
Odds are we're not all going to make it out of this one.
Once a classified secret, we're taking you behind the scenes of this powerful new war drama, starring Chris Hemsworth. Chris, we celebrate you for playing superheroes. What's the difference in what it's like to play a real-life hero? And then
I'd give it all for you if you let me.
your first look at what happens when a rising country music star leaves love behind and returns home after being gone for a decade.
I didn't find out that I was pregnant until a couple weeks after what was supposed to be our wedding day.
Forever My Girl hits theaters this weekend. Plus, the art of simple design.
If you come back to your family, you come back to your family just even in a tent, as long as you got a roof over your head to keep the rain out and a little bit of food for the belly and a place to sleep in it.
We know him best as an actor, but Corbin Bernsen is stepping into a new, unlikely role, and we're sharing it in Studio 5, starting now. And welcome to Studio 5. We've got a lot to get to in this show. The first is an unbelievable story of heroism you may have never heard until now. In the wake of the September 11th terror attacks, a U.S. Special Forces team of only 12 men head into Afghanistan on an extremely dangerous mission. Once there, the soldiers find themselves in an uneasy partnership to take down the Taliban and its al-Qaeda allies. Outgunned and outnumbered, they face overwhelming odds in a fight against a ruthless enemy. The true story is now a film, starring Chris Hemsworth. I sat down with him to bring you this Studio 5 first look.
You taking me to school again?
And picking you up.
Daddy.
2 planes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack.
What is that, a part of some drill?
Ain't no drill.
19 men attacked our country. The 12 of you will be the first ones to fight back.
I love telling stories about individuals who make a difference in our world in a better way. And these 12 men certainly did. They went into a horrific situation. They didn't know if they were going to be sold to the Taliban. They were meeting up with a warlord they knew nothing about.
Odds are we're not all going to make it out of this one.
We don't take that city. World Trade Center's just the beginning.
They were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. And the fact that they accomplished their mission is really a heroic story.
I can't order anyone to do this.
Do you want to surrender?
Keep your finger on the trigger.
Just stay there.
Oh, God.
They all come home in a matter of weeks.
I think the mission took 3 weeks, and they drove the Taliban out of Afghanistan. It shows you how our military can work with other countries and people of other countries and do the right thing and help them to get rid of invaders.
The most important thing a man can take into combat is a reason why.
Be in this fight, boys. You mark my words.
How difficult was the casting?
It was real lucky that the material was so good that we attracted wonderful actors.
The catch is we only have 21 days.
How many troops does he have?
He's got about 200 paid soldiers and an undetermined number of part-time militia.
What about the other side?
The other side has about 50,000 Taliban and Al-Qaeda fighters. Missiles, armor, rockets, mortars, machine guns. We're outnumbered.
Just 5,000 to 1.
Chris, we celebrate you for playing superheroes. What's the difference in what it's like to play a real-life hero, essentially, in this film?
We met some of the real guys that we're portraying, and to hear them recount this story with such detail and honesty and no ego or sort of dramatization was pretty special.
We're teaming up with a warlord that we know nothing about. We're not going to be able to tell our enemies from our allies. Every step we take is going to be on a minefield from 100 different wars. And no one's ever called in a smart bomb airstrike from a B-52. So anyone who tells you they've done this before, has experience in this, is lying, sir. There's no playbook here. We're going to have to write it ourselves.
I briefed 5 potential captains for this mission. About 100 years of military experience between them. But you're the only one that sees it the way it is. I choose you. You and 11 men. Task Force Dagger. I would be remiss if I did not say to you, even in success, the odds of you coming home.
You're 100%, sir, with all due respect.
You play Captain Mitch Nelson. What was it that he was so confident, so brave, so courageous, and he set the time that these men were going to come home? Mm-hmm. What is it about him, do you think?
There's just a definitive sort of direction that he is, constantly sort of consistently going for. And he got chosen because of his just flat out ability to say and to achieve, I'll figure it out. Well, you have to do this in 6 weeks. He goes, no, I'll do it in 3 weeks. Like, well, hang on, what? and it's just a sort of a confidence, and a belief that he can pull it off.
I don't care how long you're gone. As long as you come back. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
And say you're coming home. I need to hear you say it.
I'm coming home.
As I'm watching the film and I see them leave their families behind, making promises and believing that they're going to return, certainly hoping, what is it about them that, this was tough stuff. And when it happened, they're running towards it and disappointed if they didn't get to participate. What is it about them that you think?
Well, that's the perspective. That's why they're there. That's why we're, in many ways, lucky to have people who think that way. Thankful that we have people who want to help,
Okay, you know what? Mm-hmm. War's gonna be over so quick. It's gonna be over in like a week. I promise.
Go wake up the kids. Spend the time with them.
Recall when you first came to this story, what were your thoughts?
When I read it, I didn't know that it was based off true stories. Based on a true story. So I thought, wow. And that was like at the beginning of the script. And then the stuff that they were actually having to go through and what they actually did and what they volunteered to do, it just kept getting more and more amazing.
Laser target designator 38.65.
Target. Tanks in the open.
I've heard this described as a celebration of time when America was united. Would you agree with that assessment?
Well, I think it shows that a terrible event like 9/11 can unite everybody. And the fact that these men went in there classified, nobody knew what they're doing. They left their families had no idea where they were or when they would be back or if they would ever come back. And you have to tip your hats to these guys who risked their lives to protect our freedoms.
Nothing I'd rather do.
I'm in.
Thought you'd never ask.
Where the hell do those come from? They got biggest guns first.
I am your biggest gun captain.
The only way home is winning.
12 Strong is a powerful film. It is in American theaters January 19th. And still to come on Studio 5.
I'm sorry about your grandma, Josie.
Hey, Liam.
Hey, Dad.
Meet the cast of the new film, Forever My Girl. And welcome back to Studio 5. It is a busy weekend at the box office. We've given you a first look at 12 Strong. Another powerful story to share? Think of this. A music superstar reunites with his first love and realizes he's paid a hefty price for his success. Here's your Studio 5 first look at Forever My Girl.
Thank you, you guys are awesome. Don't water down my whiskey, baby. Can't you see that I'm 100 proof? I'm a shotgun cockback.
What attracted you to this story?
I think the company just in general, we were looking for something light and fun and music. We just wanted to have a great time making a movie, and we did.
I'm sorry about your grandma, Josie.
Hey, Liam.
Hey, Dad. What a punch you socked me with yesterday.
That was just a warning shot.
So this is where you work.
I own it. I actually did something with my life after you walked out.
The chemistry between the two leads, also amazing. And I was reading that they actually didn't have a chemistry read or...
It wasn't until he walked into the office and she did her thing with Bethany. And Billy was just that was just a no-brainer, right?
Sweetie! Hey, I know you. You're that country star my mama listens to. Not really my cup of tea. No offense.
None taken.
Billy.
How old are you, Billy?
I'm 7.
Abby, who plays Billy, steals every single scene.
I do too. You should have been on set.
I know. She is the literally
firecracker.
I mean, she would just ad lib and do all that. It was really interesting. Her and Alex's relationship from the time, obviously, she auditioned, she came in, and there were other girls. It was like immediate.
Instant.
I mean, they were just like doing stuff together. It was like a father and like meeting his daughter for the first time.
That's your car.
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
I don't do convertibles. They're too dangerous.
Come on, it'll be fun, no?
Do you know the stats on surviving an accident in a convertible?
No, I do not.
Well, they are low, Liam. Staggeringly low.
Jess, it's my understanding you really wanted this role.
I loved the script. I loved how much heart and passion was in it. I loved how strong and independent a woman Josie was, and how her heart is broken at such a young age, but she doesn't let that define her.
You should come with us until you're comfortable with me and Billy spending time together, obviously.
So you, me, and Billy?
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen between us, Liam. When Liam comes back into the picture, she doesn't kind of just open her arms and allow him to run back in. She makes him work for it.
I'll pick you up in my dad's car.
Oh. So she gave you those stats on convertibles, huh?
Yep. You missed the whole concert. That's 20,000 fans wondering where Liam Page is.
So you think you're ready to be a dad? So you spent a couple weeks playing house?
I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be here for.
He seems like he's got a lot of stuff going on.
He's got a lot, yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on. And I think that's kind of what I fell in love with, was the idea that he'd have this arc, and he'd have an opportunity to start there. And through coming home, through like reconnecting with his family and with his roots, he kind of goes on some kind of journey of growth.
Hey, Liam, why'd you leave my mama?
I was young. I got lost.
But you found your way back now, right?
Forgiveness is really important. And between the two of you, how important is it to see that play out?
The part of forgiveness, at least for yourself, is moving on. And so I think that when he returns, the old wound is opened up again, but the forgiveness in that aspect comes more, can you be a part of our lives? Can you raise my daughter? Have I forgiven you to that point? I didn't find out that I was pregnant until a couple weeks after what was supposed to be our wedding day.
What's going on down there, Liam? Turns out I have a daughter.
Does your halo grow heavy?
I have no right to ask for much here at all, but I want to get to know Billy.
This is moving way too fast.
You like teddy bears, right?
Yeah, when I was 4.
Billy Ann, what's gotten into you?
I said I wanted to meet him, but I never said I'd be easy on him.
She got a point, sis.
One of the love angles I love is the love of a small hometown, getting home.
That's why that last song, Finally Home, resonates with not only the audience, but for us as producers. It's so the message of the film. You know, you go back home to be forgiven and loved.
I'd give it all for you if you let me. This heart don't have a home without you in it, no. I'd stand before you as a man who's been broken, true words never spoken, no. Is that enough? Is that enough for your love?
Forever My Girl is in American theaters Friday, January 19th. And still ahead.
You have financial problems? I could put you onto a great investment guy.
He may be best known for his roles on Major League and LA Law, But these are the results of his latest role. Corbin Bernsen and his wife are here to help us reinvent our space for a simple life. And welcome back to Studio 5. Longtime actor and director Corbin Bernsen is stepping into a new and unlikely role. I sat down with him and his wife to talk about their new project. So you guys are home renovators.
What?
Yes, we are.
How did it all start?
Many times over.
We keep the family together, but we renovate our homes.
Yes.
We keep reinventing.
We change
our
houses, not spouses. That was the title that when we met, we discovered, didn't we, that we
we have a common love for
Yeah.
homes and renovation, interior decoration, building. And over the years, we've been married approaching 29 years, approaching 30 years. And we've found that every couple of years we get this instinct to change the house, change the environment, but the family kind of very much so stays together as we go, and the things around it that we love, the paintings in our kitchen table, and you know
Well, actually, it was supplementing our income over the years as well. I mean,
Well-
a lot of people don't know that actors have either they're up there or no work.
Okay.
So we kind of
I think at the beginning that's what happened is that, you know, LA law was good, and there was, years of, the fruits of the labor, and then, then the minute you're off a series, which people don't know, it's like the tap turns off, and you're you're out of a job, and there's no more paycheck. And so we found that we sell our house, make a few bucks, pay off some debt, credit cards, leave enough to get into another house, and we found that as a way of able to maintain a quality in the work that I'm able to do as an actor, maintain a certain lifestyle, and do something we love at the same time.
we really loved it.
The book, Reinventing Space for Simple Living, what's the lesson you want people to take away from you?
The understanding that if you can live simply, that you can enjoy life more and quality of life. It gives you, as Corbin actually, you came up with this idea that if you have more space around you, you can use that space to live and be conscious and enjoy.
Marriage people ask, how do you stay together for 30 years? And if you make a priority, if you take everything else away, a priority, and honor those commitments you make when you get married, through sickness and health, and all those things that you say, and you just honor that, then you forget about all the minutia of the problems and whatever, and you say, wait, we made a commitment to love, honor that.
Getting back to what matters.
Exactly.
Sitting here with both of you and seeing the book and hearing you talk, I can't help but think about home renovation shows. Any thoughts to doing that yourselves?
Oh, yeah.
The problem with home suddenly going onto a show is that a lot of your honesty is sometimes kind of taken away because people want to direct it a certain way. And we've been approached a lot.
I can imagine.
Because we're kind of healthy, we don't have real dysfunction. It's not that entertaining.
And look, if the purpose of it is, sometimes you have to divide, making money from what is the purpose of your doing a show.
Right.
Well, we can reach as many people here, if not more, in, a few minutes with you talking truthfully and talk about style and talk about simplicity and things that are important to us, then, half an hour, week after week of a show that's kind of not honest and true.
Lots of life lessons here. If you could give people one bit of takeaway of knowing how to find that good piece and how to know what to change, what would you say? How do you figure that out?
The goal should be simplicity. Space, light, we know what light does to one's life, wherever the light comes, from the window or from above. Allowing light into your life it allows freedom. Start with, if you really want to simplify, clear things out, paint your walls a nice light color, and
I'm all about windows. I'm all about windows. When we walk into homes, we usually go, windows, where's the light coming from? And then, like nature outside, a garden is very important.
Or if you're looking for a house that's for sale, pull back the curtains.
And then you can add your accessories or color to that.
Right. Bottom line, invite light in. You two are both lights yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Their coffee table book open house is available right now wherever books are sold. And still to come on Studio 5.
Every step we take is going to be on a minefield from 100 different wars.
We return to 12 Strong for a final word. Welcome back to Studio 5. We are almost out of time for this episode. So here's a look at what we're working on for next week.
Hush, I'm trying to be incognito.
He's the man behind the oh-so-famous Madea.
Good Lord, who they kin to?
And Uncle Joe.
If I wasn't out here, Hattie, would I be saying yes?
All right, I ain't gonna be a long time. Be out in the wire here.
Just hurry the hell up.
Meet the many faces of producer, director, writer, and actor, and an all-around media mogul. You're a dad now, too.
Yeah.
Does that help to guide the projects you're doing in the future?
Oh, are you kidding me? That's why I'm doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ma! My dear! My dear!
Tyler Perry is sitting down with us in Studio 5 for an extended conversation. That is a very special episode of Studio 5. Be sure to join us for that next week. As for the final word for this show, it is only fitting we end the way we began, with the film 12 Strong. Here again is the film's producer, Jerry Bruckheimer.
It shows that a terrible event like 9/11 can unite everybody. And the fact that these men went in there classified, nobody knew what they're doing. They left their families. Their families had no idea where they were or when they would be back or if they would ever come back. And you have to tip your hats to these guys who risked their lives to protect our freedoms and help other countries. It's their professionalism, how smart they are. They're intelligent and deadly. And they're well trained. They're also diplomats. They have to work with a lot of people in different countries, and they have to understand how to deal with it in a proper way, in a way we can be proud of them. We're very proud of these 12 men and of the military that support our country.
Bravery and heroism, we can all use a little more of that. That is a great final word for this edition of Studio 5. Until next time, keep up to date at Studio 5 TV on our Facebook page. You can also reach out and touch me at Efrem Graham on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. And then you be sure to come on back and see where Studio 5 takes you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.